Okay, I'm back inside Dreamweaver, and I had just set up my root folder that has all of my other websites in it. I now need to define them. I'm only going to use this to upload homework. So I'm going to go New, Site, and my site name is going to be Bulbs and Blooms. It says Local Root Folder, and it gives me an unnamed site number 2. I want to be sure that this changes. I want to go to My Documents. Remember the websites folder that we created? And I have a folder there called Blooms for it. I'm not going to set up any remote information, any testing server. All of this I'm going to leave alone. I'm just going to set the local information. I'm on the Advanced tab. I'm going to double check that this local root folder is set correctly. It's inside my websites folder. Its folder is named Blooms. Okay, it's going to have a warning pop up. It says the root folder you have chosen is inside the folder for websites root. This may cause some operations such as synchronization to work incorrectly. Proceed anyway. Okay, check don't warn me again. Synchronization is when you have a web server that you're trying to keep completely synced up with your local site. It sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't work exactly, and sometimes it can be disastrous. We're going to turn it off. Within the scope of this course, there's no reason that we would ever use synchronization. In fact, synchronization would absolutely kind of work against us with what we're going to be doing as far as the textbook goes and as far as practicing goes. If on your own, by week 3, week 4, we get into some extra credit activities where if you want to play with synchronization and these other things over here on the side, feel free to do so. But for right now, when we're just starting out and we're making our first websites, we want to turn this off. So now it says Bulbs and Blooms. Okay? So we're going to make a new website. And we are going to call this Carolyns Creations. And local root folder, again, it's tried to give us one. And sometimes it automatically puts us back in the last folder we picked. See, it put us back inside Blooms. So we want to be sure and navigate to that. Double check that we have the right folder. So Carolyns Creations at CC, we want to double click that, make sure that we're inside the folder, and choose. I'm going to double check it, local root folder, Documents, Websites, CC for Carolyns Creations. Please don't get the site name mixed up with the folder name. The folder name is very, very important. It has to have a very certain syntax because it goes up onto a server. Or in my case, you're transporting it to my computer. And whenever you throw in these little wildcard signs like this little apostrophe or even a space, it can really screw things up on the server end. So be sure that anything that's going to go on the website or get sent to my computer or is official in any sort of way is lowercase and no weird spaces, no apostrophes. Okay? So press OK. So now we have the website Carolyns Creations. We're going to define yet another site. Again, see here, we have Bulbs and Blooms, Carolyns Creations, and we have our root folder there. So let's go New, Site. And this one we're going to do is called Striped Umbrella. And if you kind of jumped ahead and started working through the book or started reading the book, you'll be familiar with that. Okay, local root folder, again, search for it. Be sure to click on the little icon. Drop this down. I want to go into My Documents, website, striped umbrella. And I'm being very careful about this, and when I do this in real life, I'm very careful about it because there have been very costly accidents that I've seen happen because of the sites not being defined correctly. Okay, that's all there is to it. I need to double check to make sure the folder's correct, type in the site name, and then simply press OK. Alright, we have 4, but we have 5 to do. Our last one is your own personal portfolio site. And we'll start working on that probably next week. Okay, so I need to surf out my documents, websites, and then choose portfolio. Alright, so now when we start work in the book and you need to work on, say, bulbs and blooms, you'll drop this down and choose bulbs and blooms. And what happens sometimes to students is that they'll see something like this and they'll be like, what the heck, where is my website? Well, again, you have to drop this down and you have to select your website. So we'll stop there for now. In my next video, we'll create some files inside of our website, discuss the differences between files and folders, and go a little bit farther with finishing up Chapter 1.